All right, y'all, we're talking testosterone. So it's a topic, I could talk for hours on this one. I'm going to keep this short, but I had a talk this morning with a 26-year-old from Texas, and he got me all fired up, and he's talking about, I want to get stronger, and I want to lean out, I want to get healthy, and he's 26, I'm 43, thinking, what's the one thing that he needs to know? Not only he's drinking ketones, that we got that covered. Like, that's boom, we're done. He goes, what else? I go, what do you eat for breakfast? He goes, I have cereal. I'm like, now, I knew who he was. He's very strong, benches 300 pounds. And I'm like, you're feeding yourself basically one of the number one things to castrate you. If you're thinking about, like, as a young male, to increase testosterone, he's basically trying to push it down. He doesn't know it. He thinks the Fruit Loops taste good. But here's the thing is, if it doesn't, this is not just for men, this is for girls, women too, but right now I'm just trying to talk to the men. Now this is at 70, this is at 60, this is at 50, 40, 30, 20, and at 12 years old, 10 years old. Listen, we got to cut the carbs and sugars. The three things that are devastating male testosterone, and it's a problem. 1900, it was up here. 1960, it dropped to here. 2020, it's down to here. It's going the wrong way, and we need it up here. That's society, socially, we need it way higher for many reasons. But carbs and sugars, number one, drops testosterone. Number two is lack of physical exertion. I'm talking about competitive sport. I'm talking about weight training, lifting heavy things, pushing, exerting, forcing yourself, running sprints, challenge yourself, like running up a hill, like physically pushing yourself, because we're not necessarily going to put ourselves in a fight, you know, to get it up, like to get the testosterone to go, but we can do it through activity, sport. We can do it intelligently, right? And not be a primitive man, but yet do it with intelligence of the world we have in front of us. So physical exertion, not going for a walk. I'm talking about pushing your body. There's a big difference. Walks are good too. Got to push it though. And then number three is alcohol, decreasing alcohol. I'm not saying you have to get rid of it. I'm not saying you have to work out like a crazy man either. I'm not saying that you never can have carbs and sugars. Reduce two, alcohol and carbs and sugars, and increase the middle one, which is exercise. And that's the key to help reversing and shifting this testosterone decline. Now, there's other things that are factors. There's other things that we want to avoid, but those are the three main ones. If you focus on those, the other things won't matter that much. We can always tie those up later, but if you're not focusing on those, the other things aren't going to make that big of an impact. So who cares, right? Does that make sense? Like, you know, not drinking out of a plastic bottle, yes, that potentially could impact me. But if I don't ever exercise, I eat a bunch of carbs and sugar, drink alcohol, that is not going to do a damn bit of difference to me compared to what those would do. Does that make sense? So if you're a dude, or if you have a dude, or if you birthed the dude, a young man, let's start changing that. Let's drop their sugar. One of my favorite things that I learned from a mentor of mine is eat protein and nuts for breakfast. So my advice to you is, I don't eat nuts, but I have like vegetables with some sauteed butter, grass-fed butter. For breakfast or your first meal of the day, young adults, young males, young meaning below 30. I now eat around 11 or 12. I do a lot of intermittent fasting, intermittent eating. But if you got young kids wake up hungry and they're just ready to go conquer the day, give them some protein. Give them the dinner from the night before with some vegetables. Throw some nuts on that. Eggs, 4 or 5 eggs maybe. Some bison burger, a hamburger without a bun, steaks, ribeyes, chicken, salmon, fish for breakfast. And in 2 weeks, I guarantee you, in 2 weeks, you'll see a whole different child. Focus, energy, sleeping better, moods better, uplifted, stronger. Physically, they'll literally start to lift weights more. Like, simple shift. You don't have to change everything else. Don't worry about the rest of their day. Don't worry about never giving them pizza. I get it, they're a kid. That one shift will change everything for them. So, simple tip, simple advice. So, increased male testosterone. We need it up. We need to go this way. We don't need to keep going this way. Bye, y'all.